Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Fee, the principal of Hunt Valley. I'm going to take you all through our family guide for return to school. We are focused on keeping students and staff safe and healthy as we return to school buildings for learning. We are following recommended health guidance that focuses on student health, safety, and emotional well-being. Please be sure to review this family guide on return to school. Talk to your children about what school will be like when they return. And if they have questions, and let them know we are all going to work together to keep everyone safe and healthy. Practice wearing a mask or face covering during the day. Discuss the importance of social distancing, and talk about washing hands and covering coughs and sneezes. Current instruction. As additional grade levels return to school, we will employ concurrent instruction for in-person students, a model in which students receive 2 days of teacher-led instruction in the school building and 2 days of teacher-led instruction at home. The concurrent instruction model is currently being piloted at several schools. Students who prefer to learn virtually from home will also receive 4 days of teacher-led instruction. Concurrent instruction maximizes teacher-led instruction by allowing in-person students to log into class. On at-home days, teacher-led concurrent instruction is the best instructional model for in-person students. For all students, those who choose in-person instruction and those who choose to remain virtual will receive 4 days of teacher-led instruction. Mondays, that's when students will be doing independent work and teachers will be using Mondays for planning. This is how the week will look for elementary students. Groups A and B are the groups that will attend in person, learning 2 days a week in school and virtually 2 days a week at home. This will allow for social distancing in the classroom. Groups will be broken up alphabetically by last name, A through K, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, in person, L through Z, Thursdays, Fridays, in person. Group C represents full-time online students who will receive teacher-led instruction while learning at home. All students will be receiving 4 days of teacher-led instruction. Students who select to continue with virtual learning will still be able to do so. We will also receive 4 days of teacher-led instruction, Tuesday through Fridays. Mondays, students will do independent work and teachers will use Mondays for planning. Here's our basic sample schedule for first grade. The yellow highlighted pieces are for concurrent instruction, while the green and blue indicate times that students will be independent at home or at school. Here are 3 scenarios of what concurrent teaching would look like. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2. Scenario 3, concurrent teaching with classroom view. Protocols. Measures will be implemented to ensure that common areas, equipment, and personal workspaces are regularly cleaned and sanitized. Fairfax County Public School custodians are adjusting their cleaning process to better address current considerations, including using effective disinfectant and sanitizing products to clean our facilities daily. Refreshed cleaning methods and processes, FCPS cleaning personnel will be sanitizing and disinfecting more frequently. Their cleaning protocol will include thoroughly disinfecting and sanitizing all surfaces, doors, toilets, and handles, and ensuring that all supplies are always fully stocked. And finally, increased cleaning to high-touch surfaces and points. FCPS cleaning crews will be sanitizing touch surfaces and points thoroughly, such as door handles, glass, elevator buttons, doors, tables, chairs, and light switches. Daytime custodians have been instructed to continuously disinfect and sanitize all touch points throughout the day. In addition, we will be increasing daytime custodial coverage where appropriate, depending on building occupancy. There are safety protocols in our building. For lunch, students will be eating meals in classrooms in small groups whenever possible. If students bring lunch from home, they should use disposable bags when possible, instead of using lunch boxes. FCPS will offer grab-and-go lunches for all students. For students participating in virtual learning, grab-and-go meals are still available to all FCPS students at school sites and on bus routes. The school health room. Support to students in the health room will continue to be provided by the school health aides. FCPS personnel will staff the isolation room. Students with individualized health or action plans who require specialized care, medical administration, and emergency care will be seen in the health room. Parents will be required to bring in medications needed to support their student during the school day, prior to or on the first day of school. With recess, FCPS has stated that no playground use due to inability to sanitize. Students may use the assigned areas on the field or blacktop, organize games. Examples are red light, green light, Simon Says, for example. Shared equipment such as playground equipment, balls, ropes, and other items will not be used during recess. School staff will encourage students to play games or activities that minimize close physical contact and allow for social distancing, unless otherwise directed by an FCPS staff member. Face coverings may be temporarily removed during recess while under the supervision of school staff, as long as social distancing can be maintained at a distance of 10 feet or more at all times. Students will wash their hands with soap for at least 20 seconds before returning to class. As we are currently continuing to phase back into our school year with our cohorts, community is now not permitted on school grounds, including the playground areas during the school day, the hours between 9:20 a.m. and 4:05 when students are in the building. Parent-Guardian Health Screening Commitment Form. Parents and guardians who choose in-school instruction for their child will be required to complete a Parent-Guardian Health Screening Commitment Form as students are phased back into in-person learning. The document indicates that parent-guardian's agreement and commitment to completing a daily health screening prior to sending the student to school, and also to keep ill students at home. These health screenings will be done on an honor basis and will not be required to be submitted to the school each day. Families can complete the form in Parent View or submit the form to your child's school. Daily temperature checks. FCPS will be doing daily temperature checks. Please be aware that these protocols may change based on public health guidance. Bus stops. FCPS is currently taking temperatures at the bus stop. As more students return, daily temperature checks for all students may be needed to be reconsidered. Parents and guardians of elementary students in grades pre-K through 6 and students identified as must be met will be required to accompany their child at the bus stop each day. A parent designee or a responsible middle school or older sibling may also accompany the student to the bus stop. Must be met students include those students whose IEP indicates they must be accompanied to the bus stop in both the morning and the afternoons. Students demonstrating a temperature greater than or equal to 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit will not be able to board the bus and will be sent home with the parent guardian. School entry. Temperatures will be taken for all students entering the building. During school, temperatures will be taken throughout the day for any student who arrives late to school, takes off their face mask during the day, and refuses to put it back on. This requirement does not apply when students are eating and drinking, sleeping, or during exercise under the supervision of school staff. At any time, if the temperature of a student is greater than or equal to 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, the student may be taken to an isolation room for further screening. Face coverings, masks. All students who are 2 years of age or older are required to wear face coverings, cloth or disposable, while on school property, including inside FCPS facilities, during FCPS-provided transportation, and school-sponsored activities. Face coverings will be provided to students unable to provide their own. Any student requesting an exemption to wearing a face covering due to a medical exemption will provide the school a written statement from his or her physician confirming that not wearing a face covering is medically necessary. PPE for staff. Staff will wear face masks daily and may also wear face shields, goggles, gloves, gowns. Bus transportations with some more details. Schools will be sending bus transportation information to parents before the start of in-person learning. Seating capacity will be reduced to allow for the social distancing. FCPS is currently taking temperatures at the bus stop. As more students return, daily temperature checks for all students may need to be reconsidered. Parents and guardians of elementary students in grades pre-K 6 and students identified as must be met, again, will be required to accompany their child at the bus stop each day. A parent designee or a responsible middle school or older sibling, again, may also accompany the student to the bus stop. Must be met students include those students whose IEP indicates they must be accompanied to the bus stop and school if they walk or parent transport in both the morning and the afternoons. Students demonstrating a temperature greater than or equal to 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit will not be able to board the bus and will be sent home with the parent guardian. A student not accompanied by a parent guardian registering a temperature will not be able to board the bus. However, school staff will contact the parent to meet the student at the bus stop. Students are reminded to wear a face covering or face mask when riding the school bus. Students will be required to sit in seats as marked on the school bus. School arrival and dismissal. What you see is the bell schedule, what a Monday looks like, and devices. Okay, this is definitely our school arrival and dismissal for now. And then you can see the changes after January 26, 2021, as well as what Monday will look like. And again, devices, as we know so far. Hand washing. Students will wash their hands with soap for at least 20 seconds after things like blowing their nose, coughing, sneezing, before eating, and upon entering classrooms. There will be breaks provided during the day for this hand washing. Automatic hand sanitizer dispensing stands have been placed at our school entrances, and our 1-gallon pump containers of hand sanitizer are available in all classrooms. School supplies and communal classroom items. Students will be required to label and maintain their own personal set of required classroom supplies, keep them in their backpack, and take them to and from school each day. Electronic devices, toys, books, games, or learning aids are not to be shared unless they can be cleaned or disinfected. Students should bring their own water bottle for use during the day. Water fountains can be used to refill water bottles if practical, but students and staff should not be drinking directly from any water fixtures. Individual water bottles should be used instead. Whenever possible and when developmentally appropriate, supplies, school materials should be placed directly into backpacks by students. Procedures for illness. For more information on procedures related to illness, becoming sick at school, sick at home, returning to school after illness, and COVID-19 cases, contact tracing, please reference the FCPS Return to School Family Guide, which the link is there. This guide is linked in the e-notify message where you received this presentation. Sick while at school. Students demonstrating fever greater than or equal to 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, new chills, new cough, new sore throat, new muscle aches, new loss of taste or smell, nausea or diarrhea will be sent home from school. Parents' guardians will be notified and are expected to pick up their child within 1 hour of notification. Parents are to check in with the front office. If a student becomes ill during the school day, FCPS follows protocols provided by the Fairfax County Health Department. Each case will be handled individually in accordance with the Fairfax County Health Department established communicable disease and contact tracing protocols. FCPS will follow health department guidelines for communicating information to parent guardians. For more information, you can visit the Virginia Department of Health website, which is listed there. Here are our school contacts, our school phones, our health room number, and our school's website for communicating. And finally, I'd like to thank you all as we work together to do what's best for our students, families, and our staff. Have a great rest of the week. Take care. Bye-bye.